Badnam Puri. Welcome friends, welcome to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana, and today the recipe which I am going to show you, it's very different, and the name is Badnam Puri. So we have just named it. It's a very nice conversion of normal bedvi aloo or bedvi puri which we get in UP and other places in Rajasthan. So I've just created some innovation to it. I've added some international vegetables, some more spice, some more sourness. So to make Badnam Puri we need a lot of ingredients, so we'll count them one by one. To make the puri we need semolina. Normally mota atta is used, that's whole wheat flour which is not grounded very finely, but normally we don't get it. So what we have done is 50% of semolina and 50% of whole wheat flour. Whole wheat flour, red chili powder. We need to use grounded fennel seeds or saaf dana to give a nice flavor to the puri. So this is our grounded fennel seeds. Some baking soda to puff the puris. Now this puri thing is there. Now we have to make a nice heeng wale aloo and sabzi to be poured over this gravy. So for that we need oil. For the tempering we need chopped ginger. Normally the garlic is not added in this recipe, but to give it a nice taste, this is chopped garlic we are using. Asafoetida, or you can call it heeng, is the main ingredient in the in this particular gravy or the recipe which you are making. So we need half a teaspoon of asafoetida, kasuri methi, coriander powder, dry whole red chillies. For the gravy of the vegetables part, we need shredded spinach, raw shredded spinach. Don't need to blanch it. Fresh corn kernels, blanched green peas, broccoli florets, small little cherry tomatoes, chopped coriander, yogurt, salt, diced potatoes. Okay friends, now to make Badnam Puri, we need to do the recipe in two steps. The first step is making a stiff dough for puri and keep it for resting for at least 30 minutes. So we'll start with the dough first. For that you need to have a proportion of 50% of semolina and 50% of whole wheat flour. Sieve the flour properly. To flavor the dough, we can add some chili powder to it. We'll spice it and flavor it also. And the main flavoring agent of the puris is grounded fennel seeds. This is a very different kind of thing which we have seen. And also some salt. Add very less of salt, because if we add a lot of salt to the dough, it will not come out very crispy. Just a little bit of salt. Pour in some water. Okay, now friends, those who don't know how to make a puri dough is basically not like a roti dough. It's very stiff. It's less in water, but it's more of resting of a puri dough, which makes it nice fluffy puris. So add a lot of water to it, just the amount required. As you can see, it's tight here, so I'll add some water. Add the water very slowly to it so that it doesn't get more. As you can see, I've made this dough. Just I cannot show you. Just press it and feel. It has to be not very soft, not very hard. Just we will keep this dough for 30 minutes to rest, and in the meantime we will prepare the gravy of Badnam Puri. Okay friends, to make the Badnam Puri gravy, we'll prepare the vegetables now. We have this cherry tomatoes. We can use normal tomatoes also in the chopped form, but I am using these cherry tomatoes because they have a nice sour taste, which is a basic requirement of this dish. So just cut them into halves. Slowly they will melt in the oil and give the body to the gravy which we are making. So that's all what we need in making the gravy. In a pan, pour some oil. This is the main dish of the gravy. We will flavor the oil with heeng or asafoetida. So we'll add some asafoetida. Put this asafoetida in the oil when it's not very hot, because if it's very hot, then the powder form of heeng or asafoetida will get burned. So add some crushed fennel powder. This is the kasuri methi, some coriander powder, some chopped garlic, lots of ginger, and saute these masalas and this chopped garlic and ginger over a medium flame. I feel the oil is a bit less, so I'll add some more oil to it. Now add these halves of cherry tomatoes. Then we have these cubes of potatoes which are not boiled, they are raw in form. So we will have to add them first so that they cook in the meantime. The potatoes basically, if we'll put in the gravy, they will take a lot of time to get cooked. But if we'll put it in the oil or when we have to saute it, the potatoes tend to get softer very fast. So that's the reason I've added this potato into it in the initial stages only. Okay, now as you can see, this potatoes started turning brown, so it must be getting tender also. Now we'll add the remaining vegetables to it. Put in some green peas, fresh corn kernels. This is the favorite of everyone nowadays. All children, all women like corns, and this is the fashion of today, broccoli. It has replaced cauliflower now. So all the Indian homes have broccoli nowadays. See how colorful it looks. Nice vegetables into this. Saute it for at least 2-3 minutes and add the yogurt which we have. And we have to make a stew of this gravy. So I've added this yogurt now. Add salt. Add some red chilli powder. If you want to add some green chilies, it's a great taste. You can add some green chilies, but red chili will give it some nice red color. That's the reason I've used it here. Now these vegetables I have sauteed for 2-3 minutes. I'll add some fresh coriander, mix it nicely, pour in some water, and now let the gravy cook for at least 10 to 15 minutes till the time the potatoes have got tender and they start mashing in the gravy, because the potato is going to thicken this gravy. So we have to boil it for at least 15 to 20 minutes in order to have a nice consistency and a great taste. So I'll just keep it on simmer, and in the meantime we'll get back to the dough which we have prepared. Okay friends, now we have kept our gravy on simmer and we have this puri dough which we have to make. So I have kept it for resting seats. So soft and nice. There's a tip to it. Just take out small part of this dough. If you remember, we have used baking powder in this recipe. So just add some baking powder to this part of the dough. Some oil, just a drop of oil. If you want to add some chopped coriander, you can add, and mix it properly. This is basically the baking soda or baking powder, whatever you want to use. It aerates the flour. So we will stuff this dough into the puri, and when it will be frying, it will give a nice puff and it will help in retaining the crispiness of the puris. So this is our dough with baking powder, coriander and some oil. Just make small balls, and with the puri dough, just take out a nice dough, stuff these balls inside. See, it's very easy to stuff. If you can see me, I'm stuffing it. Just roll it around, thin these slices of the dough, of the peda I'll say. Take this ball, put it in, overlap the thin sides, and it's done. Remember that the downside you have to keep it and pressed down only, because when you will roll it in the pin, if you will not put it with the down side down and upside up, it will not be in the middle and the puris will not get fluffy. Just put some oil to it and allow it to rest for 5-6 minutes. Okay friends, our Badnam Puri gravy is now ready. All the vegetables are cooked. So we'll just close the flame. Now we make crispy puris. Just take a dough, press it with hand. Always remember, when you are rolling it, use oil. Don't use flour, because the flour will give it very bad rough texture. So I'm using oil here. And also that flour which you have used to roll the puris and parathas, it will spoil the entire oil. You can roll it round also if you want. To make it more fluffy, you just pour over the oil on the medium flame. Just turn it over and pour it again. It takes long time to fry it, because you will fry it and it will be more crispy and more khasta. That is the whole idea of this recipe. So you have to turn it 2-3 times in order to have a nice crispy puri. Just take it out over the soaking paper or a tissue paper if you have, or a paper napkin, anything, to make it look attractive when your friends are there. I have this spinach which is shredded, and these red chilies. So what we'll do, we'll just take these shredded spinach, put in the oil. They will turn very crispy. So this crispy spinach is ready. Take it out. Wow. These red chilies, just blanch it in the oil. It will give it a nice Rajasthani touch and look to it. See, the color has enhanced as we have just added the oil, and there's a good aroma also. So we'll take it out also. Gravy which is cooked, nice aroma. Lot of hing and methi coming, and the potatoes are mashed and cooked properly. So we'll just mix it a little bit. Take a nice long platter or anything if you want. Take this puri. Check which is the thin side. I think this is thin side. So we'll cut it, make a cavity, stuff it with the vegetables we have cooked. A lot of crispy spinach over it. A red chili. Can you tell me, does it look like a puri? It looks like a nice international dish. So this is a Badnam Puri, and इसी को खा के मुन्नी बदनाम हुई थी.